whether it's a home car or a two-wheeled electric car, as long as it is idle for a long time, or about 3 or 4 years of use. The lead-acid battery in it is easy to appear. Starvation to death. If you replace it, it will cost hundreds more. When the scrap is sold, it can only be sold for 50 or 60 yuan at most. If the quality of the battery is not bad, I suggest you buy some electrolytes yourself. Come back and fix it, especially if it is not used for a long time. The kind of battery that starved to death. It's very restorative. The fix is also very simple. Then only 2 materials need to be prepared: distilled water and a 30% sulfuric acid solution. That's the well fluid that's been prepared. Generally, it sells a lot online. Now, we took apart the cover of a starving lead-acid battery. Then you can see bead holes with 6 electrolytes. They represent 6 electrolytes. Then remove the rubber cover on the clamping opening. It can be seen that the electrolyte in the electrolytic cell there's not much left, even a bit dry, and he has about 10 volts left. It means that the death is not very complete. So now we add electrolyte to it. Before that, let's first understand the charging of the battery, the principle of discharge, and the process of starvation. First, the battery discharges. The chemical reaction with charging is in the opposite direction. When the battery is discharged, lead dioxide in the positive electrode and hydrogen in the negative electrode. Chemical reaction with sulfuric acid in the electrolyte to produce lead sulfate and water. Sulfuric acid is constantly consumed during the reaction. The resulting water dilutes the electrolyte, resulting in a decrease in the sulfuric acid concentration of the electrolyte, and the voltage goes down. Under the action of external power supply during charging, lead sulfate decomposes back into lead dioxide, lead, and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid generated during the reaction redissolve into the electrolyte, gradually increase the sulfuric acid concentration of the electrolyte. Density increases until it returns to the state before discharge. Great. Here's the battery. What happens in a normal state and under abnormal circumstances? We can understand this situation as a vulcanization reaction. For example, when using batteries improperly, idle for a long time without charging, keep the electrolyte in a state of low concentration, lead sulfate due to accident. It will basically crystallize in the positive and negative electrodes of the battery. Curing results in a reduction in the effective reaction area. Battery capacity has dropped significantly. It also heats up seriously when charging. Then the battery goes into a state of starvation. There are some other cases that will not be decided one by one. All in all, only. Now add 2 milliliters to each alkali cell, 30% sulfuric acid solution. Then add distilled water until the alkali tank is almost filled up. So, voltage rose steadily from 9.45 volts to wet volts. That's a good sign. So connect the lead-acid battery charger immediately. Then turn on the charging mode. Soon, his voltage went from 10 volts, soaring to 14 volts in one fell swoop. This is obviously not normal at all. Therefore, it also explains just an ordinary charging method. There is no way to save the battery. Then we can only change the way of charging. Go to your car, remove the fully charged lead-acid battery, and it uses 2 power cords. Connect him to the broken battery, and then we left him alone. Let him leave it like this for one night. During the period, the electricity in the large battery, it will secretly run into the small battery, but it's going to be really, really slow, because as you can see, the current flowing from the large battery to the small battery, it's only 2 milliamps now. But when I came back the next day, when connecting the small battery to the charger again, his charge current is boosted around 3 amps. This means that the small battery can actually be charged normally now. God is not amazing. Is it surprising? So what happens next? Reconnect the large battery back to the small battery. Give it to them. Connect directly to a 12-volt solar charging panel. Let it charge with the big battery. After about 16 hours, their charging current has been increased to 3.9 amps. That's normal for a car battery. Charging current. What happened in the meantime? It's worth explaining. Small battery voltage damaged at first. In fact, it did not reach the charging voltage of the charger. 14 volts we see. It's just a dummy voltage. Therefore, when charging him directly with the charger, it's impossible to charge. But in the middle, we parallel him with a big battery. When getting up, the electricity in a big battery flows down like water. Flow to small battery. When the voltage of a large or small battery is flowing to it, after equilibrium, the voltage of the small battery, it has arrived, and the charger can charge it. The point of entry. The premise is that the power of the large battery must be greater than 50%. Otherwise, it may cause the batteries have become a state of power loss. This will cause both batteries to fail to charge. And why use solar panel? The reason to charge them is also very simple, because the current in a solar panel is small enough. This gentle charging method, absolutely beneficial for damaged batteries. Another 5 days have passed. Charging current drops to 1 milliamp. This means to more big. The small batteries are fully charged. That's so great. Now connect the small battery to charge separately. Charger with integrated discharge. Set average discharge of 1 ampere hour per hour. Let the battery run out of power. After 8.5 hours, the voltage of the battery drops to 10.8 volts. And when you look at the battery, you lose 7,278 mAh. That's 7.28 AMP hours. The small battery is marked with the state of full charge. It's 10 an hour. So, we slowly adjust the concentration of sulfuric acid and test for a few more years. Basically, you can put the label capacity as much as possible, adjust it. It just takes patience. Finally, after 3 days of hard work, increase the capacity to around 8.1 amcity. This should be the limit. Then put a repaired battery first. Install it back on the child's electric toy car. After several laps of play by children, the voltage only dropped a bit. Pretty perfect. Finally, follow the same method. Fix the other battery as well. Summarize to a conclusion. Repairing a damaged lead-acid battery is simple. It just takes patience. So have the little friends in front of the screen learnt it. Adjourn.